Whoa, good day. It's Wayne Albright again, and a continuation of my Phillies best 8 teams, 1970 to 2024 double elimination tournament. We are in the winner's bracket. This is game 2 of the winner's bracket, and this tournament will continue another few games, and we should have a good one here for this one, and we will see who they are. This is, like I said, winner's bracket game 2, 1980 Phillies versus the 1993 Phillies. You can see the records on the screen here. The 1980 Phillies were the World Series champions, 91 and 71 that year. And the 1993 Phillies did win the National League East. They made it to the World Series and lost to the Toronto Blue Jays. They finished 97 and 65. So 2 solid teams here for this game to see who moves on in the winner's bracket. And let's take a look at the brackets now. The first game of the winner's bracket was the 1976 versus 1977, and the 1977 team moved on. Both teams had identical records during their seasons, and the 1977 team surged on in the winner's bracket, and will will play the winner of this game, and the loser will head to the loser's bracket and face the 2008 World Series champions in the loser's bracket. So you can see the loser's bracket has 1976 against the number 1 seed, the 2011 team. Those seeds were determined by winning percentage, and you can see that off to the right here at the top. Number 1 seed had 102 wins. World Series champions in 1980 were the 8th seed. So the 2 World Series champions were the 7 and 8 seeds at this tournament. We've had two teams eliminated so far, 2010 and 2024. So we'll head out to the program using the OOTP 26. I will be having the DH, and this will be one pitch mode, controlling the defensive strategies and the substitutions for both teams. Sometimes the substitutions work out, sometimes they don't. So it's anybody's guess as to what happens. So I try my best. But anyway, this game is the second one of the game day. It's a night game. Looks like some rainy weather. 51 degrees. The wind blowing out at 9 miles an hour. It was a nice afternoon game. Both games played at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. So let's get to the starting lineups of this game and get this started. I'm excited to see this, and I remember both these teams very well. So leading off for the 1980 World Series champions, Philadelphia Phillies, Pete Rose playing first base. Batting second, Manny Trio, and he will play second base. Batting third, Mike Schmidt at third base. The DH, Greg Lazinski, bats fourth. Gary Maddox in center field will bat fifth. Bake McBride will play right field and bat sixth. Lonnie Smith plays left field, bat seventh. Bob Boone will catch and bat eighth. Larry Boa will play shortstop and bat ninth. And on the mound for the 1980 team is Dick Ruthven, 15 and 11, 3.38 ERA in 1980. And he had a good season that year. And 86 strikeouts against 74 walks. 3.55 ERA it says here. I don't know why I wrote 3.38, but 3.55 is what it is in the computer here. We go to the 1993 World Series team. They did not win it that year, like I said before. Lenny Dykstra will start off and lead off in center field. Batting second, Jim Eisenreich in right field. Batting third, John Kruk at first base. Pete Incaviglia, the DH, will bat fourth. Darren Dalton, the catcher, will bat fifth. Dave Hollins, third baseman, bats sixth. Milt Thompson, the left fielder, bats seventh. Kevin Stocker, the shortstop, bats 8th, and Mickey Morandini bats 9th and plays second base. The starting pitcher for the Phillies of 1993 is Curt Schilling. Curt Schilling in 1993 was 26 years old, went on to some famous times with the Red Sox later in his career. 16-7 record in 1993, 4.02 ERA, struck out 186 batters, walked 57, and pitched in 34 games. So two good pitchers here, two solid teams, so it should be a good one as we go forward. So let's get out to the ballpark and see how much rain there is for this game and see if there's any delays. I hope there's not. I don't want to have to be playing pitcher roulette here, but we'll see how this goes. So we're out to Veterans Stadium. And here is the defensive alignment for the 1993 Philadelphia Phillies. In left field, Milt Thompson. In center field will be manned by Lenny Dykstra, Jim Eisenreich in right. At third base, Dave Hollins. Shortstop, Kevin Stocker. Mickey Morandini at second. John Kruk at first. The catcher, Darren Daulton. And the right-hander, Curt Schilling, on the mound. And he will face Pete Rose, Manny Trio, and Mike Schmidt to start this game off here in the top of the first. So let's get this started. We will fly it in and then have the game start. So Pete Rose batted .282. He hit a home run, 64 RBIs in 1980. And he will get a full count. Pitch when this is over. Home team wearing white. Road team wearing light blue shirts and gray pants. Inside and ball 4 for a walk. So Pete Rose is on first to start this game. And Manny Trio will bat. The second baseman. Pete Rose will be held at first by Kruk. And here's Trio. .292 hitter in 1980. He has a home run in the first game that they played. So Rose leads off first. 1-ball pitch. He holds at first. Ground ball. Weakly hit to third. He'll have to go to first. So Hollins will make the play to first on the fielder's choice, and that will put Rose at second. So 1 out. Here's Mike Schmidt. Big year in 1980. Oh, we've had rain. Okay. A big year in 1980. 48 home runs, 121 RBI, .286 batting average. Rose leads off second here in the top of the first. Full count from Curt Schilling. Struck him out on the outside corner, a fastball. First strikeout for Schilling, and that's 2 outs. And here's Greg Lazinski, the DH. 19 home runs, 56 RBIs, .228 batting average. Had been steadily going down in home runs the last 3 years, or previous 3 years, but can still be a threat to hit home runs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball, weakly hit to third. Hollins will snag it and throw it to Kruk, and that'll be the 3rd out. So no runs, a walk leaves him on base, and the 1993 Phillies will come to bat with Dick Ruthven on the mound. The right-hander will face Lenny Dykstra, Jim Eisenreich, and John Kruk. Here in the bottom of the first, Dykstra batted .305 during the 1993 season. The defense for the 1980 Phillies has Lonnie Smith in left, Gary Maddox in center, Bake McBride in right field. Mike Schmidt at third, Larry Boa at short, Manny Trio at second, Pete Rose at first. Bob Boone catches, Dick Ruthven on the mound. Plenty of years they played together, these Phillies of 1980, back in a time when the players played for the same team for much longer than many do now. So here we go. Lenny Dykstra will bat. And a full count from Ruthven to start things off for him. And that's off of Ruthven, bounces off, and grabbing it will be Trio, and he will make the play. So, a ground out, 4-3. It hit Ruthven, bounced off. deflects. It hits the pitcher. And I guess he's okay. So a 1-3 put out. We'll have to watch Ruthven here. And here's Eisenreich. Left-handed batting right fielder, .318 batting average in 1993. 1-2 pitch. Grounded to second. There's Trio. Will make the easy play to first. And that will be the second out. So John Kruk will step up. John Kruk batted .316, 14 home runs, 85 RBIs in 1993. 2 outs, infield, outfield normal. And a 1-strike pitch. Ground ball to second. There's Trio again. He'll make all 3 of the putouts here in the bottom of the first. No score heading to the second. Schilling on the mound. Faces Maddox, McBride, and Lonnie Smith. Maddox, center fielder, great defensive center fielder. 11 home runs, 73 RBIs, .259 batting average. 1 ball, 1 strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then it's lined to center, and that will be a base hit. Another leadoff runner for the 1980 team as Maddox singles. He is a threat to steal. Kruk will hold him at first. Schilling will have to pay attention. Here's McBride. Several good seasons for McBride with the Phillies. .309 batting average in 1980. Will Maddox be on the move here? 2 balls, 1 strike. He holds. That's lined to right center field. That will go all the way to the fence. And Dykstra will grab it and hold the runners at second and third. So a double for Bake McBride. Puts Maddox at third. And nobody out with Lonnie Smith to bat. Lonnie Smith to bat. Infield will play back here in the second inning. Nobody out. First pitch. Grounded to third. Hollins will make the play to first. They will give up the run. And that's the first out. Fielder's choice. And the run will score. So 1-0 for the 1980 Phillies with 1 out. The infield now plays in. Interesting. I guess they don't want to give up the second run. Here's the first pitch. Grounded ball, up the middle, base hit. Past Trio, and the second run will score. Lonnie Smith drives in his 3rd run of the tournament. And it's 2-0. So, Bob Boone drove him in. Okay. That wasn't Smith, it was Bob Boone batting. And he drives in a run here with the single and puts him at first. So 1 out. Lonnie Smith had the fielder's choice RBI, the bat before. Okay. So Larry Boa will step up as the 9th batter with 1 out. 2-1 pitch. That's up the middle, and that will be a base hit for Boa. And Boone stops at second. So 2 runners on again with 1 out. And the top of the order, Pete Rose. Schilling not doing too well here in the second inning. Doesn't want to go any farther down. Pete Rose he walked his first time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 on just on the outside corner. Check swing, but it was just on the outside corner, and they struck him out. So 2 outs with 2 base runners for Manny Trio. Fielder's choice his first time. Boone at second, Boa at first. 2-2 pitch. That's flied out to right over toward the foul line, and Eisenreich will grab it. And that will be the 3rd out. But they draw first, 1980 squad. And they get 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave 2. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0, 1980 Phillies lead. Pete Incaviglia will lead off, followed by Darren Daulton, and then Dave Hollins to face Ruthven. Incaviglia, .274 hitter in 1993. So 2-0 for Ruthven. And here's the 1-strike pitch. That's up the middle, and that will be a base hit. So Incaviglia leads off the second with a single. And that will bring up Darren Daulton, the catcher, the left-handed batting catcher. .257 batting average, hit 24 home runs in 1993. Incaviglia at first, probably isn't going anywhere. 1-ball pitch, he holds. Ground ball to second. Trio will make the play at second. And a fielder's choice. 4-6. And that's 1 out. That puts Daulton at first now. And Dave Hollins, the left-handed batting, or he's a switch hitter. Batted .273 in 1993. So 1 out, 1 on. 1-strike pitch. There goes Daulton. And he will make it. He steals a base. So a little lax there on the mound. Ruthven. Daulton steals the base and puts himself in scoring position. The full count to Hollins. Ground ball to the shortstop, and Boa misplays it. And is that going to be it's an infield hit. Sharply hit. Scorekeeper gave it a hit. So first and third now with 1 out. For Milt Thompson, looking for a double play to get out of this inning. Milt Thompson, .273 hitter with 18 home runs in 1993. First pitch, there it goes. They throw behind. He stopped part of the way and just got back. Snap throw. I thought he was gone, and he got back. So Holland survives. He's at first. Daulton at third. 3-1 pitch, and that's outside. Ball 4. Now the bases are loaded. For Kevin Stocker, the shortstop. Batting, is he a switch hitter? Yes, he is. So switch hitting, he will bat on the left side to face Ruthven. It is 1 out, bases are loaded. 2-strike pitch. Little number at home plate. Out to get it, and the run will score. The run... Oh, they get the out at home. Oh, my. Okay. All right. I didn't think they'd get the runner at home plate. But they did. So moving up on the play are Hollins and Thompson with 2 outs now. So that, the graphic I didn't think he was going to make the play. But he was out. So now there's 2 outs, and the bases are still loaded for Mickey Morandini. He bats left-handed, .247 batting average in 1993. 2 outs. 2 strikes. That's lined into center, and over to get it is Maddox. And that will be the 3rd out. So Ruthven gets out of it here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. No runs, 2 hits, and the bases left loaded. We head to the 3rd inning, 2-0, 1980 Phillies lead. Curt Schilling hoping for a better inning here in the top of the 3rd. Faces Schmidt, Luzinski, and Maddox. Schmidt struck out his first time. And he's getting a full count. Struck him out. Second time, Schmidt has struck out. Chased one, and that was a fastball. So 1 out. Third strikeout for Schilling. He has 1 walk. Down 2-0. Faces Luzinski, who is 0 for 1. And here's a full count. And that's well hit to left field, but not too bad, as Thompson will be able to grab it, and that's 2 outs. So it was hit rather hard, but made the play in left field. Thompson. So 2 outs. Gary Maddox singled and scored his first time. Open for a 1-2-3 inning here. First pitch. Ground ball to short. Up with it is Stocker. He will make the throw, and that will be the 3rd out. 1-2-3 go the 1980 Phillies here in the top of the 3rd. They still lead it 2-0. We are in the winner's bracket. Loser goes to the loser's bracket. Winner keeps going in the winner's bracket. So it's a big game. Dykstra to lead off. Eisenreich and Kruk to follow here in the bottom of the 3rd, trailing 2-0. 0 for 1 is Dykstra. 1-2 pitch from Dick Ruthven. Ground ball to second. And Trio will grab it, and that's the 1st out. Jim Eisenreich will bat. He is 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base his first time. First pitch. And that's lined to left. And it will reach the wall out in left center field. Over to get it is Lonnie Smith. And Eisenreich is at second with a double. So a 1-out double gives the 1993 Phillies some life here in the bottom of the 3rd. And John Kruk will go to the batter's box. Trying to cut into this lead. Eisenreich at second. Should score on a single. So we'll see. 0 for 1 is Kruk. 2 strikes. And that's lined out into right center field. And that will score Eisenreich. Kruk has cut the lead to 2-1. So an RBI single with Eisenreich scoring easily. And it's 2-1. So they've cut the deficit. Back in this game now. And Pete Incaviglia singled his first time. Kruk leads off first. Rose will hold him. 1-1 pitch. Grounded to second. Weakly, though. Trio will make the play to first. On a fielder's choice. And on the play, Kruk will go to second. Darren Daulton will step into the batter's box with Kruk at second, trying to tie this game now. Drive him in. Reached on a fielder's choice. He has stolen a base. So Kruk at second here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs. Full count. Ruthven. Line drive out into right center field, and that will drop in front of Maddox, and that will tie the game at 2. Daulton comes through with a base hit, and Kruk will score. So they get the 2 runs back. And 2-2 here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. So a big hit there by Daulton. And here comes Hollins, who singled his first time. So some life here. Daulton at first. He has stolen the base already. 1-ball pitch. He holds this time. That's lined to center field. Here comes, a diving catch by Maddox, and he makes the play to save a single, or maybe more if it got past him. But they do get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a base runner. After 3 innings, we're tied at 2. Maddox was a stellar baseball player in center fielder. Got a lot of catches out there and made some big plays. And he just made one to keep 1993 from possibly scoring some more runs. So Bake McBride, Lonnie Smith, Bob Boone to bat here in the top of the fourth against Schilling. Doubled his first time and scored, did McBride. And here's the first pitch here in the top of the fourth. That's lined up the middle, and that's a base hit. 2 for 2 is McBride. So a quick start here to the top of the fourth. Lonnie Smith reached on a fielder's choice. He has driven in a run on that fielder's choice. So McBride at first. See if he goes anywhere. 2-2 game. Full count. He holds at first. Little number outside the plate. He better hurry, and he will not get it. Dalton was unable to get the speedy Smith at first and an infield single, so 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the fourth. And that brings up Bob Boone. Single, drove in a run first time. Trying to get those 2 runs back now are the 1980 Phillies. Take the lead. First pitch to Boone, and it gets past Dalton all the way to the backstop. And that's a wild pitch. So, Bob Boone now has second and third and nobody out. And they'll play the infield in, I think that's right, here in a close game in the top of the fourth. Schilling has some trouble here. 2-2 pitch. That is lined to second. And Morandini will grab it, and that's the first out. Larry Bowa will bat. Singled his first time. Infield will play in. 2-2 game. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's that's well hit to left center field, and that will be gone. Larry Bowa has just hit a 3-run home run. 391 feet off a fastball, and makes it 5-2, the 1980 Phillies. 3-run home run from Larry Bowa. We've seen some, in this tournament, a couple hitters that did not hit home runs very often hit big home runs, and this was a big one for Bowa. Off Schilling. So they not only get the 2 runs back, they tack 1 on, and now they lead by 3. How many home runs did Bowa have in 1980? 2. Okay, so he hit 2 home runs in 1980. All right, top of the order, and Pete Rose now. Schilling trying to get through the fourth. Full count. Strike 3. Caught him looking. Good pitch at the knees on a curveball. Second time Rose has gone down by strikeout, and 2 outs, and here's Manny Trio. 0 for 2. He did hit a home run in the first tournament game. So 2 outs, 3 runs in. 1 strike. And that's lined out to center, and that will drop in front of Dykstra, and that will be a base hit for Manny Trio to set up Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt against Curt Schilling. That would have been a nice matchup to see. And we're going to see it here, at least in the fictitious world. Manny Trio held it first by Kruk. With 2 outs. Schmidt has struck out twice. Full count. And that's lined at short, and that will be grabbed by Stocker, and that will be the 3rd out. The damage was done. They could score 3 runs on 4 hits. The big hit was the home run by Larry Bowa, 3-run home run. They take the lead 5-2 heading to the bottom of the fourth. And now Ruthven has the lead again. Thompson, Stocker, Morandini to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the 1980 Phillies. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the 1993 Phillies. So here we go. Thompson walked his first time. And a 1-ball pitch. Line sharply down the third base line. A nice play at third by Schmidt, and that will be the first out. Probably the best third baseman in baseball history. Overall, I mean, Brooks Robinson was a great defender too, but Schmidt had a lot of power and played good defense over there. So 1 out, and that will bring Stocker to the plate. Fielder's choice his first time. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's lined out to left, but coming in quickly is Thompson. Smith. Got the wrong team, sorry. Smith grabs it, and that's 2 outs. Mickey Morandini will bat with 2 outs. He flew out to center field his first time. 1 strike pitch. And that's lined to third, and there's Schmidt standing there to grab it just inside the foul line. And that will be the 3rd out. So 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. And the 1980 Phillies lead it 5-2. Schilling still on the mound, 88 pitches, trailing by 3 runs. He'll face Luzinski, Maddox, and McBride. Luzinski is 0 for 2. And at full count, he's had a lot of high pitch counts. Struck him out. First time Luzinski goes down. That is the 5th strikeout for Schilling. And 1 out. Gary Maddox, 1 for 2. He has scored a run. 2 strikes. Struck him out on is that a splitter or something? Probably, SF. So 2 outs. Yeah, it's probably split finger or something, whatever they call that. 2 outs. And here's McBride. Oh, he is 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. He has singled and doubled. Full count. Outside, ball 4. So that's the 2nd walk for Schilling. Puts McBride at first with Lonnie Smith, who has singled and scored and driven in a run with a fielder's choice. So 1 for 2. McBride at first. Will he be on the move? 2-2 pitch, he holds. Grounded up. Oh, it was lined right at the pitcher. Okay. So lined out to Schilling, and that will be the 3rd out. No runs, a walk left on first, and we head to the bottom of the 5th inning with the 1980 team winning 5-2. And it's time for the top of the order to face Ruthven for the 3rd time here in the bottom of the 5th. They trail by 3. 0 for 2 is Deister. He's grounded out twice to Trio. 2-1 pitch. And that's lined to right field. That will start the inning off with a base hit. So Ruthven now will face Eisenreich, who doubled and scored his last time, with Deister at first. Waking up the crowd a little bit. And here's Eisenreich. Deister can steal bases. See if he's on the move. First pitch, he is running. And Boone will throw, and he'll be late. Deister will steal second base. Close play at second, but Deister does steal it. Puts himself in scoring position with nobody out. Deister leads off second. 1-ball pitch. That's lined up into center field. Coming in on it is Maddox. He makes another sliding catch. The 2nd one of the game. Takes away a base hit. And that's the 2nd out. Did the same thing back in the 3rd. So 1 out, and here's Kruk. Singled in a run and scored in 2 trips. Deister leads off first. Probably scores on a single. 1-1 pitch. And that's lined into left center field. That will be a base hit, and Kruk has driven in his 2nd run of the game. And he's headed to second, and they don't throw to second, and he sneaks into second base. That probably is a blunder right there. So Dykstra does score, and it's now 5-3. So Kruk is at second. They kind of didn't pay attention to him. He snuck into second base while the cutoff person turned around and tried to throw home. So a little bit of computer fun there. And Pete Incaviglia can draw them even closer. He's 1 for 2. 1-ball pitch. Ground ball to third. There's Schmidt. He will make the play to first and holds Kruk at second. So 2 outs for Dalton, who has singled in a run and reached on a fielder's choice. He has a stolen base as well. 5-3 now, trying to draw closer. 2-2 pitch, and that gets past Boone and goes to the backstop, and that's a wild pitch. And Dalton now can drive him in easier. So 2 outs, Kruk at third. He's had 2 relatively easy bases this inning. Ended up at third on just a single. Full count. And that's up the middle, lined into center field, but Maddox is there to make the play. They do manage a run on 2 hits. They do leave a man at third. And the score now is 5-3, the 1980 Phillies lead. Curt Schilling, he's up to 110 pitches. That's it for him. So he's done. Heading to the 6th. Had a lot of high pitch counts. So Schilling will leave after 25 batters and 110 pitches. So 1993, they will go to the bullpen. And they will go get... Who's up? Boone, Boa, and Rose. Okay, so they can bring in a left-hander. Mike Williams. They got the wild thing there. Mitch, they won't bring him in. But David West may come in. They're going to bring in David West. So David West will come in to relieve Curt Schilling. And we will go to the chart here. And he is the 1993 Phillies. Let's see what we got. David West, 375. 375 divided by 76 games. 5 batters. So 5 batter stamina for the left-hander. David Wells. 6-4 during the 1993 season. 3 saves, 2.92 ERA, 76 games he was in to pitch. And he will face Bob Boone, then Boa and Rose. So here we go. Start the top of the 6th. First pitch to Boone, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Grounded sharply to first. Oh, nice play by Kruk at first. Takes it to the base, unassisted, and 1 out. Good play. That one was destined for the corner. And here's Boa, 3-run home run his last time up. Put the 1980 Phillies ahead. He has also singled, so he's 2 for 2, 3 RBIs. Against West, he switches to the right side of the plate. First pitch, and that's lined to center field. Going back on it is Dykstra, and he will make the play. So 2 outs. Top of the order, Pete Rose. 0 for 2, he has walked. He has struck out twice. West trying to get this 1-2-3. 2-2 pitch to Rose. Grounded sharply to third, and Hollins will make the play, but bobble it, and that will be an error. So they score that an error on Hollins at third. And that puts up Trio to bat. And I don't know if West will face Schmidt. So Trio will bat with 2 outs and Rose at first. One for 3 is Trio. 2-strike pitch. Struck him out. On strike 3, threw it in the dirt and swing and a miss on a changeup. And that will be the 3rd out. So no runs. An error puts a batter on base but leaves him there. He's left there. And we're in the middle of the 6th inning of a 5-2 game. Dick Ruthven, 80 pitches, faces Dave Hollins, Milt Thompson, and Kevin Stocker. Bottom of the 6th inning, trail by 2 runs. 1 for 2 is Hollins. He is singled and flied out. Switch hitter, full count. And that's outside, that's a walk. Bullpen is ready for the 1980 Phillies. And here's Milt Thompson. Hollins at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. He holds it first. That's lined to right field. That will be a base hit. Drops in front of McBride. And first and second and nobody out. And that might be it for Ruthven as Stocker, Morandini, Dykstra, and Eisenreich are all basically left-handed hitters. So that will be it for Ruthven here in the 6th. So he'll only go 6 innings. No, he'll only go 5. And he's responsible for the 2 runners out there. So now we go to the bullpen for the 1980 Phillies. Let's see who we got. Got some left-handers in here. We got Sparky Lyle, Kevin Saucier. They might bring him in. Kevin Saucier will come in to pitch. Starting the bullpen early here in this game for both teams. We're hoping that they get the starters farther along, but they do not. And it will be Saucier to come in. 207. Pitched in 40 games. So he has a 5 in the stamina. All right, Saucier comes in. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have trouble sometimes with names. He was, let's see, he was 7-3 with a 3.42 ERA in 1993, or 1980, excuse me, 1980. So here we go, nobody out, first and second. And it will be Kevin Stocker to bat, and they will pull the infield at third in case of a bunt. First pitch. And he hits him. Oh my. Now the bases are loaded. So the bases are now loaded for Mickey Morandini. No, they're not going to play in, are they? No. They're going to play double play depth. All right, double play depth for Mickey Morandini with nobody out. And here's Saucier, the left-hander. 2-strike pitch. Struck him out. That's a big pitch. Split finger and got him. 1 out. Top of the order comes up in Lenny Dykstra. And they will pull the infield in. They're not going to do that. They'll go to double play depth. Try to limit the damage. So 1 out, bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing 5-3. Full count, grounded to first, and up with it, and he goes home. And Hollins is out at home plate. So Pete Rose makes the play to home on the fielder's choice and gets the base runner. Gotta write all this down. So now it's bases loaded and 2 outs as Rose makes the play to home. And Eisenreich will bat. He is 1 for 3. So still no runs in. 2-1 pitch. That's lined up the middle. That will be a run, and it may tie the game. And it will tie the game as the throw is off to home plate. And we have a brand new game at 5-5. A 2 RBI base hit drives in Thompson and Stocker. And it's a whole new game now. As Eisenreich comes through. 5-5 now. With first and second now with 2 outs, and here's Kruk. Can put him ahead. He does have 2 RBIs. He has 2 singles. He has scored a run. So they've tied it. Let's see if they can keep it going. Full count to Kruk. Runner's moving. Flied out to center field. Here comes Maddox. And he will grab it. And that's the 3rd out. But the 1993 Phillies managed 2 runs on 2 hits, a hits batsman, a walk, fielder's choice. They leave 2 on base. So after 6 innings, we are all tied up at 5. And West will not face Mike Schmidt. So they will go to the bullpen. It's a bullpen game now. So the 1980 Phillies will go to the bullpen, and they will bring in Larry Anderson. Or Roger Mason? No. Larry Anderson will come in to pitch. So 1993 Phillies. Larry Anderson, 256. Divided by 64. 4 batters is his stamina. And he will face the meat of the order. Schmidt, Luzinski, and Maddox in the top of the 7th. Larry Anderson was 3-2 in 64 games. Came over from San Diego for the season. 2.92 ERA in 61 innings pitched. And he will face Schmidt, who is 0 for 3 in a tie game here in the top of the 7th of the winner's bracket. Trying to move on and stay in this bracket. First pitch from Anderson to Schmidt. Oh, rain is falling. Oh. We're going to keep Anderson in the game. New pitcher. Okay, yeah, okay. Mike Schmidt. Ball 4. So Anderson leads off the inning with a walk to Schmidt. And here's Luzinski. Schmidt at first. Will he be on the move? 0 for 3 is Luzinski. 2-strike pitch. He does go. The throw by Dalton. He will nail him at second base. So, caught stealing. 2 for 4, and they get the strikeout. right? Oh, that's a ball. Okay. So it was a ball. Makes the count 1-2, and now let's see what it is. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. So I was a little early with the strikeout. Slider got him, and that's Luzinski's second time striking out. Now there's 2 outs, thanks to that caught stealing. Pretty much squashing this inning so far, and here's Maddox, 1 for 3. He has scored a run. Full count to Maddox. And that's a low pitch. That's a walk, his second walk for Anderson, and puts the speedy Maddox on base. So Maddox at first, held on by Kruk. Bake McBride to bat. He is 2 for 2. He has walked. He has doubled and singled in this game. Here's the first pitch. There goes Maddox. He's going to try and steal, and Dalton will throw him out. And that will end the inning. So, 2 attempts to steal, and they were outs. Helps Anderson out of 2-walk situation. And we have reached stretch time here in Veteran Stadium in this game, and it's 5-5. I'll take a break here and figure this out. All right, Saucier will leave. 5. All right, I'm back here. Let me get a drink here real quick. It's a good game going on here. Bullpens are in charge now. And Saucier will leave for the 1980 Phillies, and they will bring in Incaviglia, Dalton, and Hollins to bat. We've got Ron Reed out there. This is what, the 7th inning? This is a toughie. Warren Brewster. Who are they facing? Incaviglia, Dalton, and Hollins. We're going to bring in this is tough. Here in the 7th inning. Sparky Lyle. We're going to bring in Sparky Lyle, the veteran, the left-hander. This is a tough call here. Hope I'm making the right decision for them. 1980. All right. 59 and 10, so 6 batters. 6 is his limit, stamina. So Sparky Lyle, after some years with the Texas Rangers, 36 years old. 10 games, 2 saves, 1.93 ERA, and he will face Incaviglia to start things off in the bottom of the 7th of a tie game. Incaviglia is 1 for 3. 3 balls, no strikes to the power-hitting right-handed batter, who's the DH in this game, and it's outside, ball 4. So fastball misses. And here's Dalton. Single RBI. He has reached base on a fielder's choice. He has stolen a base. He is 1 for 3. So Incaviglia at first would be the go-ahead run. First pitch from Lyle to Dalton. Well, the rain has stopped. Delay lasted 15 minutes. They will leave Lyle in. And that's lined Oh, just over the head of Bo at short. And that will be a base hit. So something brewing here in the bottom of the 7th for the 1993 Phillies. And Dave Hollins will bat from the right side for the first time in this game. I have to adjust my headphones here because my glasses are screwed up. So, first and second, nobody out. Dave Hollins, 1 for 2. Woody bunt. We're going to put Schmidt in at third. Two balls, no strikes. Ground ball to third. He will go to first with the play, and a fielder's choice ends up at first, at second and third now, base runners. On the fielder's choice. And that will bring up Milt Thompson. And they will bring the infield in to try and keep these runs from scoring. Single in 3 trips. Well, he's walked also, so he's 1 for 2. And scored a run. Milt Thompson against Sparky Lyle. Here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. Something's going to happen here. And that's lined to right field, and in on it is McBride, and he has a good arm, and they will not challenge him. So 2 outs. And leaves the base runners at second and third. It was not hit deep enough. And now Lyle will face Stocker here in the bottom of the 7th. Infield playing back. 2 outs. 0 for 2 is Stocker. He has reached base on a hit by pitch, and he scored a run. 2-2 pitch from Sparky. Ground ball weakly hit around the pitcher. Sparky to first, and he will get it. So Lyle gets out of it, out of a second, third jam, and leaves the runners there. So no runs, a hit, and 2 left. And we head to the 8th inning. Score tied, 5-5. It is definitely a bullpen game. Now, Bake McBride, Lonnie Smith, and Bob Boone will bat. And the Phillies of 1980 are up to bat, and the 93 Phillies will go to the bullpen again and bring in we're going to bring in Don Paul, I think. Yeah. Don Paul will pitch. Ooh, sorry about that. So 3 batters for Anderson, 1 inning, and Paul will pitch. For the 1993 Phillies, let me go to that chart. There's that chart. 8. Okay. 8 batters for Paul. So 8 is his limit, or his stamina. So top of the 8th inning for Don Paul, the right-hander, pitched for Chicago and the Phillies. 3-3 record, a save. ERA just under 3 or close to 3, it looks like. Trying to keep the score at 5-5. It'll be McBride, Smith, and Boone to bat. 1-1 pitch. McBride's 2 for 2. And that's popped out into left field. Whoop, not quite out into left field. Going back on it a little bit was Stocker, and he will grab the pop out. So 1 out. Lonnie Smith, 1 for 3. He has driven in a run, and he has scored. Need base runners. 2-1 pitch. And that's lined out into center. And Dykstra over to his left will grab it. 2 outs. Bob Boone will bat. 1 for 3 with an RBI. 2 outs here. Top of the 8th. 2 ball, no strikes. Ground ball weakly hit to short. Stocker comes in and makes the play to Kruk, and that's the 3rd out. 1-2-3 here in the top of the 8th, and we're still tied at 5. Sparky Lyle will be finished. Did manage 1 inning and faced 5 batters. And when the bullpen will come in for the 1980 Phillies. Facing Morandini, Dykstra, and Eisenreich. Running out of left-handed pitchers. They've got Randy Lurch, and they've got Tug McGraw. But they do have Ron Reed in the bullpen, and they got Warren Brewster. So, all right, so it's 5-5. Ron Reed is the guy. So Ron Reed will pitch here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The right-hander. Let's go to the chart. All right. Ron Reed, 387. 387. He can face 7 batters. Okay, Ron Reed will pitch. And he was 7-5 with 9 saves, 4.04 ERA, 55 games. And he will face Morandini, the 9th hitter. And then the top of the order, Dykstra and Eisenreich. Morandini is 0 for 3. And a 2-strike pitch is coming. Struck him out. Changeup got him, and that's the first out. Lenny Dykstra will bat. Dykstra is 1 for 4. He has scored a run. He has stolen a base. And here's a 2-2 pitch from Reed. Grounded sharply to first. Rose will make the clean play and take it to first base. So 2 outs. Jim Eisenreich is 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He has scored a run. 2 outs, 2 quick outs for Reed. And here's a 2-2 pitch. And that's popped outside of foul territory, and in comes Schmidt, and he will grab it. And that will be the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 go the 1993 Phillies here in the bottom of the 8th. And we head to the 9th, and we are tied at 5. It will be Boa, Rose, and Trio against Don Paul for the 1993 Phillies, unless they want to go to the bullpen, which I don't think they will. So they'll leave Paul in the game. They do have Mitch Williams, but I don't think they'll use him yet. So here we go. Home run by Boa. He's 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And here's the first pitch from Paul. Boa's on the left side of the plate now. Little number outside the home plate. Dalton better hurry, he does. Makes the first out. Here is Pete Rose. 0 for 3. He has reached base on an error and a walk. 1 out. 5-5 game, top of the 9th. Here's a full count to Pete Rose. Ground ball to first. Kruk will grab it and take it to first, and that's 2 outs. And here's Trio. 1 for 4 in this game. Trying to have a clean inning here for Paul. 1 ball, no strikes. Sharp line drive down in left field. That will go to the fence. Over to get it is Thompson. Trio hustles to second base, and that will be a double. So, 2-out double for Manny Trio. And now do you bring in Mitch Williams with the lead run at second? Against Mike Schmidt. Who is it? Let's see. Mitch Williams. They're going to bring in Mitch Williams to face Schmidt. He is the closer, and they need to get an out. So, we'll see if this backfires. Paul. Looks like he pitched 1 2/3. So Mitch Williams will pitch. And let's see what he is. Mitch Williams. That's Mike Williams. Mitch Williams, 281. 281 and 65. 4 is his stamina. All right, Mitch Williams, the closer, comes in a big time of this game. 3-7 record, 43 saves, 3.34 ERA, 65 games he pitched in. And he will face Mike Schmidt. This is either going to be a good decision or not. We're going to find out. Two-one pitch to Mike Schmidt. Fly ball center field. Drifting to his left is Dystra, and he will make the play. So that will finish the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the ninth. It is 5-5, and the 1993 Phillies are coming to bat. And it will be Kruk, Incaviglia, and Dalton. And Ron Reed is on the mound. And this is another tough decision. You've got Tug McGraw in the bullpen. I mean, I think you got to go with McGraw. You got to keep this game where it is. They've got left-handed batters up. So Tug McGraw will come in to pitch. You're in the bottom of the ninth. And he will face Kruk, Incaviglia, and Dalton. 3 batters for Reed. McGraw had a good season in 1980. .355. So, 6 batters. Okay. All right. Going with the closer. Trying to keep this game at a 5-5 and go to extra innings. Tug McGraw in 1980. 5-4 record, 20 saves, 57 games pitched, 1.46 ERA. He faces the 3, 4, and 5 hitters here in the bottom of the ninth. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 1980 team. 1993 team, 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Here we go. Kruk is 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. And a full count from McGraw. Ground ball to third. There's Schmidt. He will make the play to first, and that's the first out. Pete Incaviglia. He has walked. He has singled. He's 1 for 3. Here's McGraw to face Incaviglia. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball to short. Boa to his right will make the long throw, and that will be the second out. So 2 outs, and here's Darren Daulton. 2 hits in this game. He's driven in a run. He has stolen a base. 2 outs. As we await this here in the bottom of the 9th, could we have an extra inning game here? I think it's the first one of this tournament, potentially. And here's McGraw to Darren Daulton. And a full count. What drama here in the bottom of the 9th. And it's hit to center field. In comes Maddox, and he will grab it, and we go to extra innings. So some free baseball here on the channel, and we go to the 10th inning, and we're tied at 5. Mitch Williams will come out for a second time. He pitched to 1 batter there in the top of the 9th, so he will face Luzinski, Maddox, and McBride. Luzinski is 0 for 4. 1-2 pitch. Well hit to left field, and it will not make it to the fence. Standing in on the warning track is Milt Thompson for the first out. So Luzinski gave it a ride, but did not quite get all of it. And here's Maddox. Maddox is 1 for 3. He has walked. He has scored. First pitch from Mitch Williams. And that's grounded sharply to short. Stocker up with it. And he will throw out. Maddox at first. So 2 outs. Bake McBride is 2 for 3. He has scored 2 runs. So Maddox looking for a quick 10th inning here. A 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Oh, Kruk doesn't pick it up. And McBride will get to first, and that will be an error. So an error on John Kruk here with 2 outs in the top of the 10th inning. Keeps this inning going, and Mitch Williams will now face Lonnie Smith. McBride at second. Would he try to steal? Full count, and that's outside. Ball 4. Fastball missed. So the error is making it a little nervous here for the 1993 team, as Bob Boone will step to the plate. They could go to a pinch hitter here for Boone, who is 1 for 4 with an RBI. Let's see who they got. They've got Keith Moreland, who hit .314 during the season. Not as good a defensive catcher, but a little better hitter than Boone. And they will go to Keith Moreland to pinch hit. Or let's see, what's Dernier? Let's see what Dernier is. Meh. So Keith Moreland will come in to pinch hit for Bob Boone. With 2 outs here in the top of the 10th inning. He'll likely be the catcher. So Keith Moreland comes in. Face Mitch Williams here in the top of the 10th inning. 2 outs, first and second. Speedy runners on the bases. First pitch. Moreland grounds it to third. Hollins is up with it. Better throw, and that's a good play. And that will be the 3rd out. So Mitch Williams gets out of the 10th inning. No runs, 1 hit, or no hits, an error. But they leave 2, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. 5-5. And Keith Moreland will go into catch. He's not the defender that Boone is, so they sacrifice that to get a better hitter. Did not work out for them. Here's Tug McGraw to face Hollins, Thompson, and Stocker in the bottom of the 10th. Full count. Fly ball center field. Drifting a little bit to his right is Maddox, and that's the 1st out. So the closers might be done here. If McGraw gets through this inning, I don't see how he would come back for another inning. Mitch Williams is probably done also. So 1 out, and here's Milt Thompson. He will bat 1 for 3. He has scored a run. He has walked. Let's see what they've got on the bench. They've got Wis Chamberlain. He's not bad. They're going to leave Thompson in to face McGraw. 1-2 pitch. Lined up the middle, and that's a base hit. So 1 out single, and Stocker will bat. So they left Thompson hit, and he singles, and now Schmidt will be pulled in at third in case of a bunt. Kevin Stocker will bat on the right side against McGraw. He is 0 for 3. Got hit by a pitch, and he did score a run. Will he be bunting? Thompson at first base. Will he challenge Moreland? 2-1 pitch. He will challenge. There's a bunt. Bunted to McGraw, and they will sacrifice him to second. So a sacrifice, 1-3. And now it will be Morandini to face Tug McGraw. Morandini, who else do they got? They got Mariano Duncan, and they're going to pinch hit. Mariano Duncan will pinch hit for Morandini as the 1993 Phillies look to walk it off here. In the bottom of the 9th. All right. And Tug McGraw is on the mound with 2 outs and a guy at second. Dykstra is the next batter. Who they got in the bullpen here? I mean, you might as well go with the one that got you there. And the only other one is Dickie Knowles. You got Warren Brewster. You got Marty Bystrom. Yeah, I guess you go with McGraw. You got to go with the closer. You got to go with him. He's got you this far in this season. So 2 outs. Duncan up. Might be a walk situation. 1 strike. That is a fly ball to right field. Incoming is McBride, and he will make the play. So both teams had a shot in the 10th inning, and they do not score. So we go to the 11th, and the score is tied at 5. And Duncan will go to second base, replacing Morandini. And we will also have a new pitcher. Mitch Williams will be done. So Mitch Williams is done. 6 batters. And they will bring in, wow, and who's up? Boa, Rose, and Trio. Wow. Well, they don't have a lot. Let's see. All right. It's going to be Roger Mason to pitch. Roger Mason to pitch for the 1993 Phillies here in the 11th inning. Got to figure this out here. 6 batters. Okay, we are in pitcher number 6 for the 1993 Phillies. Roger Mason in 1993, 5-5 record, 34 games, 4.89. He was 0-7 for the San Diego Padres that year, but had a 3.24 ERA. So in total, he pitched 68 games. So here we go. Boa leads off. He has homered, singled in 4 trips, 2 for 4. 1 ball, no strikes. Here in the 11th inning, ground ball to third. Coming in is Hollins. He will muff the play, and that will be an error to start this inning. E5, and that's the 3rd error for the 1993 team. And Pete Rose will bat. Will they bunt Rose? They're going to play the third baseman in at third. So Bo at first. Would he take off? Dalton's still at catcher. First pitch holds, and that's lined in the middle, and that will be a base hit. Rose singles to center field, and now 2 base runners are on with nobody out. And Manny Trio to bat. So Trio to bat. Would he bunt? They're going to play third base in, just in case. Rose and Boa are on base. 2 for 5 is Trio. 3 balls, 1 strike, a bunt, and they do sacrifice the runners to second and third. So a sacrifice bunt, 2-3, and that puts the runners at second and third with second and third with 1 out. And Mike Schmidt to bat. Do you have Mason pitch? Let's see who they have in the bullpen. Not much left. They got Rivera, and they've got Williams, and they've got Mason. So Mason will pitch. Infield in, facing Mike Schmidt, who is 0 for 4. Is this the time Mike wakes up? First pitch to Mike Schmidt, and they intentionally walk him. So that's not a surprise. And they'll face Greg Luzinski, who has been out 5 times, and they may pinch hit for Luzinski here with the bases loaded. They've got Del Unser. They've got Greg Gross. Can Del Unser play left field? Yep. And Gross can play left field. So they're going to bring in Del Unser to face Greg Luzinski, or to replace Greg Luzinski. So Unser will come in to pinch hit with the bases loaded and 1 out. To face Roger Mason. The bases are loaded with 1 out, and the infield is in. And here's Unser. Unser batted .264, doesn't have a home run, 10 RBIs in 1980. So this is a big time in this game. Top of the 11th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's flied out to center field. That's deep. Over to his left is Dykstra, and that will score the run. And Unser gets a sacrifice fly, RBI, to center field. And Boa will score. And it's now 6-5, the 1980 Phillies lead. So they get the fly ball. It was hit well, and there was no doubt there was going to be a run scored there. So now there's 2 out, first and second, and Gary Maddox to face Mason. He is 1 for 4. He has scored a run. 2 outs. 1 strike to Gary Maddox. And that's flied out to left. And that will drop, and that will be a base hit. And here comes another run, and the throw is late. And that will be an insurance run, as Rose will score, as Maddox brings in another run. And now it is 7-5. And on the play, Schmidt will end up at second base. So 2 outs. And McBride to bat. They don't have anybody in the bullpen. But okay. I mean, Mason is the guy. 2 outs. All the left-handers have been used up. And here is Mason. I mean, they could have brought in a starter, I guess. But here we go. Bake McBride, 2 for 4. First and second, 2 outs. First pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop. Stocker to second, and he will make the play. So a fielder's choice. 6-4 is the putout. That will end the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. So 7-5, and we head to the bottom of the 11th inning. And Tug McGraw will not pitch the bottom of the 11th, as he is done. Pitched 2 innings and faced 7 batters. So now the 1980 Phillies will go to the bullpen to try and win this game. And they will bring in, I don't know who. Brewster? Bystrom? They'll bring in Marty Bystrom to pitch. And he will face the top of the order. They do have Randy Lurch. What's he? Let's see. Randy Lurch. Oh, man, he's awful. They're all left-handed batters this inning. They're going to bring in Marty Bystrom. Bystrom will come in to pitch. Try and close this game out. Right-hander. 1980. And let's see. Where is he? That's Brewster. There he is. Okay. 142. He can face 24 batters. Whew. So they're going to put Bystrom into pitch. Try to close out this game. And he will face Dystra, Eisenreich, and Kruk. Dystra is 1 for 5 with a stolen base and a run scored. 7-5, 1980 Phillies lead here in the bottom of the 11th. Full count from Bystrom. And that's outside, so the leadoff walk. Puts him on first. And here's Eisenreich. He is 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. So Dystra at first. Schmidt playing back. 1 ball, no strikes. That's line to center. Here comes Maddox. And he makes another sliding catch in center field. That's the 3rd one of this game. And that's the first out. He has robbed 3 people now of base hits in center field. Certainly an excellent fielder out there. Here's Kruk. Kruk is 2 for 5. He has driven in 2 runs. Dystra at first. 1-2 pitch from Bystrom. Ground ball to first. Rose grabs it, and a double play. Rose to Boa to Bystrom, and that will end the game. A 3-6-6-1 double play, and that ends the game. And the 1980 Phillies will move on as they celebrate out on the field right now, and they will move on to round 3 and the winner's bracket. And they will face the 1977 Phillies to move on in the winner's bracket after that. So, Bystrom comes in, gets his 1 inning, 3 batters. And I believe Tug McGraw will take the win. Bystrom will get the save. And Mason will get the loss. But we'll check that all out as the Phillies of 1980 move on in this tournament in the winner's bracket now. And the 1993 Phillies will go on to face the 2011 team. So now we will close this thing out. Very exciting game. I think that's our first extra inning game. In the Phillies tournament here. So let's go to the recap of a very entertaining game. So they've lasted the 11th inning. And let's see who is going to be. Let's see if I can guess who the player of the game is for this game. This is going to be tough. Wow. I don't know. I mean, it could be a pitcher. This is a tough one. Right. I mean, it could be Boa, who had a 3-run home run. Or it could be McGraw. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to find out. Let's go down here, and it's Larry Boa. All right. My first name I put out. Larry Boa is the player of the game. So a good pick by me. And the 1980 Phillies win this game. Almost 5 hours of fake time and some rain in between during the game. But we did get through it. And each team used 6 pitchers. The winning pitcher was Tim McGraw, pitched 2 innings, 32 pitches, and Marty Bystrom gets the save. So, the loss goes to Roger Mason, and he pitched to 7 batters. That was a very entertaining game. So Dick Ruthven started it out, pitched 90 pitches and a little over 5 innings, gave up 5 runs. And then that was it for the rest of the bullpen. Didn't allow a single run after that. So from the last half of the 6th all the way through the 11th, almost 5 innings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 innings. 6 innings officially through the game. So bullpen came through for the 1980 Phillies. And on the 1993, Schilling made it 5 innings, gave up 5 runs too, pitched 110 pitches, and struck out 6, walked 2. Ruthven didn't strike out anybody. And in the hitting department, it was Boa with a 3-run home run. He was 2 for 5. That did not win the game, but it was a big home run at the time in the 4th inning. Rose had a hit. Trio had 2. Maddox had 2. And an RBI. The winning run was driven in by Del Unser, who came off the bench and hit a sacrifice fly in the top of the 11th, and that was followed with an RBI single by Maddox. For the 1993 team, 2 hits apiece for Eisenreich and Kruk, and 2 RBIs. And Dalton had 2 hits. Thompson had 2 hits, part of the 11 hits that they had. They left 31 on base, and the 1980 team left 20 on base. So, an entertaining game here. We conclude the 2nd round of the overall tournament, and we will leave this game and see where we head in the next round. I believe it will be in the loser's bracket that we play, but we'll find out. Let's see. So, these games are finished. Let's recap the line score for this game. For the winning 1980 Phillies, 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. For the 1993 team, 5 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors. That 1 error in the 11th was a costly error by Hollins, and gave him an extra out, and they made him pay for it. The winning pitcher, Tug McGraw. The losing pitcher was Mason. Marty Bystrom got the save. The player of the game, Larry Boa, with his 3-run home run. So we finished this. I will save it. And we will move on. Continue. And yes, we are in the losers bracket. And the first game will be the 1976 Phillies against the 2008 team. And then 1993 to face the 2011 team. And let's see if that's right. So we will go to my spreadsheet. We will put in the 1980 Phillies as they move on in the winners bracket. They win the game 7-5 in 11 innings. Oops, let me make those. I don't know why I have caps on. Innings. And let's put it over. All right. And then the losers brackets, game 7, 1993 will go here. Whoops, that's not right. Fat fingered that one. All right, so 1976 against 2011, is that right? Let's see, maybe I have it backwards. We're going to find out. Yes, we do have it backwards. So 1976 will play the 2011. Okay, so my spreadsheet has it wrong. So this will be L8, right? Loser of 7. So this will be, that's 7. 1993 against 2008. So this would go here. So 1993 goes here. And 1976 goes here. So we got that fixed. All right, 1976, 2008, and 1993, 2011. And that's how we have it set up here. Okay, so we have it all set up. And in the winner's bracket, 1980 against 1977. That should be a good game. So I still say one of these 1970s teams is going to win this tournament. So we'll see. But there it is. And go back. So we'll see what sort of pitchers we have. We have Christensen against Blanton in the first game, and Terry Mulholland against Cole Hamels in the second game. We'll see if that's correct. I will look at it when I get done with this. They don't have anything further. So the next games will be in the losers bracket, and try to get the finals of the losers bracket out after that. So we'll have the finals of the winners bracket with the 1980 playing the 1977 team. So that's it for this game, and pretty enjoyable game. I was pleased with this one as the 1980 Phillies win it 7-5. I look forward to the next game, which will feature 1976 against 2008. It will be an elimination game, so we'll see how intense that gets. So hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, be safe, and we'll see you later.